Murder, love, revenge, redemption. Sweeney Todd, the demon barber of Fleet Street, is coming to Rice Street. The Tony Award-winning musical takes center stage at Wellesley High School this week. It's a dark and witty tale of an unjustly exiled barber who returns to seek vengeance on the judge who framed him. A story drawn from the 1840s Penny Dreadful novels that's filled with suspense and gothic melodrama.
This show in particular is has a very different aura around it than any show we've done before. It's a very much darker show and a lot more sinister. So I think that having to constantly keep yourself in the mindset that everything needs to be very subdued and everything needs to be very sinister and dark, just kind of constantly having to keep that in mind is pretty difficult.
A complex score by Stephen Sondheim adds to the difficulty. The music for Sweeney Todd is some of the most challenging ever performed by students, featuring more solos than ensemble pieces.
This music is so close to being impossible. It astounds me every time we sing through the show. The rhythms and the notes are really difficult and far from anything that we do in school, in choral classes. So it took a lot of work outside and a lot of work with the pit.
But it's not all doom and gloom. Resourceful pie baker Mrs. Lovett helps offset the terror with her upbeat joy, even as her meat pie ingredients become more suspicious. Together, these lead characters, along with the rest of the cast, help create the brilliance of this dark comedy.
I am the lunatic of the show, per se. I kind of come in and beg for money, and I kind of harass some of the other leads. And in the end, I end up being Sweeney Todd's wife, who he thinks has died. And then he figures that out for himself, and I have an unfortunate fate, but that's for the audience to find out.
The two-story set, designed to look like a burned-out, abandoned factory building, complete with a collapsible barber chair, is constructed by Brian McManaman and his tech wizards. Unique special effects and costumes reflecting the gritty days of 19th century London add to the adult tones of Sweeney Todd and leave the family-friendly Disney world behind.
It's a stretch to keep everything in 1875, but we're really telling the story about Victorian London, and it was a very dark time, and the costumes reflect how dark the time was.
Directed by drama specialist Stephen Robleski, with music direction by Dr. Kevin McDonald, the entire production of Sweeney Todd involves more than 150 students, including 21 seniors. The largest pit orchestra of any Wellesley High School musical is conducted by Stephen Scott and is squeezed onto the wings of the stage. After months of rehearsals, the scissors are sharp and the pies are ready. Buy yours at intermission. Cue up and get set for Sweeney Todd. Performances of Sweeney Todd are November 9th through the 11th. Tickets are on sale now.